Hey, you badass, how the hell are ya? I'm so happy to have you. If you don't know me, my name is Autumn Clifford, and I teach women how to depend on themselves, to stop conforming to societal bullshit, and to really get in touch with yourself and to really find out what your true soul's purpose is. And I do that through a lot of different ways, but the most popular is I am no bullshit and I'm all woo-woo, right? So I'm all about the spiritual side of things. So today I'm really excited to have you at this little training that I have going on. I'm going to teach you how to stop listening to everybody else's bullshit, how to get past your fear, and to dig deep down and find the good stuff, right? We're going to find your sweet spot, and I'm going to teach you how to execute and put that shit out there and become confident, okay? So the first thing I want to talk to you about is I want to talk to you about giving a shit about what everybody else thinks, right? And listening to what everybody else wants us to do. So we do that all the time. We do that as a society all the time, especially as women, especially as, people who love to please other people, right? Like we're women, we're people pleasers. A lot of us are, and we want to be loved, right? And we want to be accepted. So what do? We try to conform. We try to blend in and we try to do what everybody else is doing, or try to do what others, like we know what others would want us to do. I call that having a case of the shoulds. I should do this because it'll make him feel good. I should do that because it'll make her happy. You don't have time for that anymore, okay? Because if you're here with me, then you're here with me for a reason. It's because you're done listening to everybody else's bullshit and you're ready to become very clear on what it is that you desire and what it is that you want to do, and you want to go do it. So first thing, I want you to get out a pen and a paper, or I want you to print off there is a little workbook that goes along with this video. I want you to print it off. And I want you to first become very clear on what it is that is not working for you. What's not working for you? See, so many times we think about, well, this isn't working. I fucking hate this. I hate this. I hate this. But, we keep it all up here, right? And when we keep it all up in our heads, it literally is like a hamster on like one of those like wheels, and it just goes and goes and goes and goes and goes. And it literally, like, it can like have this freaking like tornado effect. Like it can get bigger and bigger and bigger. We just got to become very clear. I bet it's just a few things that you're really pissed off about, or like one thing that's like this driving force that's making you unhappy. But because you're unhappy, it's like just like having this huge like snowball effect. So we got to figure out where you're unhappy, why you're unhappy. So write that shit out, okay? Then what I want you to do, the next step, after you become very clear about what the heck's not working, I want you to start really being clear on what it is that you want, because that's the only way we're going to get you to what you want, right? But this is my favorite part, and this is something that, a lot of people don't do extensively, but I do it every morning. And I have a board right in front of me, right behind my camera, that I look at every day that tells me exactly what it is that I want, right? And like what my big dream is. This morning I freaking drew it like in a picture, and I'm no artist, okay? But I drew it out because the more time that you can spend in, just daydreaming and visualizing what it is that you want, the quicker it manifests into your reality, because you're able to, you're able to be in your spirit, and you're able to be in this really high vibe place, right? Because when you talk about all the things that you want, you're not a low vibe, right? You're like, you're picturing the money that you want, or the husband or the wife, or whatever it is that you want, the business, the freedom, this overall happiness that you desire. You're so happy thinking about it. So I want you to put pen to paper. I really want you to just daydream and go on and on and on. And there's a couple of things that you need to know, okay? The first thing is the first couple of things that you write down are going to be very like, well, I want more money. I want a bigger house. I want a maid. Something like, you know what I mean? And then that's because your ego is still controlling you. But the longer you do this, the more your ego will step aside, which is what we want. And we want your spirit to come through, okay? Your spirit's in your heart, right? And that, when you listen to your spirit knows what your true purpose is here. And that's what you want to follow. And the reason why you're not happy is because you're not following your spirit's guidance. and you kind of shut that off. So today we're going to awaken your intuition, and we're going to awaken that spirit in you, within you, and we're going to ignite your fire again. So I want you to spend a while. This isn't something that you're going to get done in 10 minutes, because if you get it done in 10 minutes, you didn't do it right, and you were not in your spirit long enough. I want you to spend a minimum of 15 minutes. I probably spend, I don't know, 20 or 30 minutes a day, and I just get every detail, like every detail of everything that I want. You know, the new car that I want to drive, every detail. Even if I don't know the exact like model, I have every color. I know everything that it does. I know how it's going to feel when I'm driving it. I know the color of the rims. I know where I'm going to park it. I know, I envision the color of my sunglasses that I'm going to have on my face. Like when I'm driving this car, I envision everything. And so you write down every small detail. That's your spirit, right? Or maybe it's like who you want to serve, and like how you want to run your business, and how you want to feel when you run this business, right? So that is so important, is to daydream, and we don't do it enough. And this, my friends, will get you, from feeling like you have nothing, you are powerless. It will get you into this state of, holy shit, like I can literally have whatever I want. Like this feels so real to me. When you do it over and over and over again, and this practice isn't to be one and done, right? Like you don't have to every day like write down all the shit that you don't want. I really suggest doing that one time and just being done with it. Or like all the shit that's not going right, just be done with it. But you just need to bring that, just need to know like what the driving force is as to why you're really unhappy. But then like every day do this. Every single day. Visualize, daydream, step into your spirit and really feel it, okay? And and then the third thing that I want you to do, okay, as I really want you to be open. I really want you to start listening to your body. I want you to start following your intuition. If you're a rookie to following your intuition, I completely get it. I understand. I'm going to teach you some small like little tips and tricks. I bring my angels into everything that I do. So if you're just getting to know me, what you should know is I call myself the badass angel whisperer. So I connect with angels like all the time. I have 2 guardian angels around me all the time, and I know that. And Maggie sits right here, and Henry sits right here. The 2 mine that I have had since I've been young. One since I was born, which is Maggie. Henry came in when I was like 13. And then I know that I have another guide who you may be familiar with, and his name is Archangel Michael, and he hangs out like up here. And I connect with them all the time, and so I help other people to connect with their angels. And the point of connecting with angels is to help you to follow your soul's purpose, because they know it, okay? Because they help you to find your light. They help you to find your purpose. And so some things that I want you to do is I want you to start being open. I want you to start asking. Now, if you're new to angels and you're kind of uncomfortable like talking to them, that's okay. Talk to the universe. Talk to God. Whoever you're comfortable with, okay? The cosmos. Whatever you're comfortable with. I just want you to start asking for guidance and being open. And what it could look like is, this is what it sounds like for me, but it could be just say angels, universe, God, guides. I could really use some help. I am stuck. I hate a lot of things that's going on. So I'm asking for your help because I would like to transform my life. So I'm asking for a sign. I need a sign. I need your help. I need some guidance for my next step. What is the next thing for me to do? And then be open. Okay, so being open is really doing things that your soul, like your heart really loves. So, if you get an urge to go for a walk, go do it. If you get a divine download, like if you get this brilliant idea that just makes you feel so good, that's a divine download. That was from your angels. That was from, the universe. Follow it. If somebody approaches you with this wonderful proposition, that was from your angels because you asked. Be open. Don't just immediately decline. I want you to start being open. I want you to start being a detective. Another really cool thing that I really want you to pay attention to are angel signs, okay? So signs that your angels are supporting you. And one of those, a very easy one that you could start right now noticing is numbers. What numbers do you see all the time? What numbers do you see like repetitively? Because those numbers, okay, are signs from your angels that you're on your path. And here's a little trick, okay? When you see the numbers that are like the repetitive numbers, pay attention to how you're feeling. Pay attention to what's going on around you. Pay attention to how your stomach feels, like your intuition, like those gut feelings. Because that's all a part of your intuition. That's all a part of the guidance system. And the reason why angel numbers are a lot easier for people to see than like, like I see twinkles of light, and I could see like at night I can see like my angels. I could see like the colors, and I could see the twinkles, and like I receive feathers a lot, and I'm sure you do. But our egos, what they'll do is they'll go, oh, that's a coincidence. That's a coincidence. And so our egos doesn't think that numbers are a coincidence, because it's easy, like we see them all day, every day. So it doesn't just completely put it out. Okay, so angel numbers are a really fun way for you to know that you're on the right path. So when you see like angel numbers like repetitively and consistently, then that is a message for you, and you want to be paying attention to that. You want to pay attention to how you're feeling. It's all about feeling good, okay? And this exercise today, this little training, it's all about getting for you to get to a spot where you feel good. And that's why you want to visualize every day and get to a spot where you feel really good, because when you're doing that, you're in a high vibing frequency, and you can manifest things up there, right? So everything that you want is up here in this like really high vibe. Shit that you don't want, where you're living right now, is all down here. And so when you're down here, that's what you're going to hang out with, is shit that you don't want. But we don't want you down there. We want you up here. So what that looks like is doing things that you love, following your gut, really having fun, laughing, being positive, trying to find the silver lining in things, not, like letting things roll off your shoulders, just really, really focusing on the good, and having a deep attitude for gratitude, and you will be able to transform your life, to stop worrying about everybody else's bullshit, because you'll be so focused on you and your mission and your soul's purpose. That is just absolutely amazing. So if you guys have any questions, feel free to email me back. And I really hope that this was a very beneficial training for you. I really recommend that you start implementing it right now. Spend some time, and you will see in the next few days a massive transformation in your life. Okay? I'll talk to you later.